Every amateur cook has that one dish they're more confident in than any other. The one dish that they know can truly run with the pros. Or can it? Today, one amateur chef takes on two very professional mythical chefs to see if they got what it takes. Everybody welcome today's contestant, Jordan Morris.
Yeah, Jordan!
Hi guys,
Hello.
great to
Hello.
be here.
Yeah.
Or you're going down, whichever vibe is more fun.
I think we'll probably wax between the two throughout the day.
I'll be really friendly and then real aggressive.
Tell me what your dish is. What are you making?
Yeah, my dish is a frying pan chili. So no crock pot. It's like one of my favorite just weeknight meals. You can throw it in the fridge and eat it all week long if you want to. Fun, easy, and a little spicy.
Just like you.
Just like me.
We're all gonna make our best version of frying pan chili, then it is going to be up to a judge to decide who the winner is and see if they can catch the imposter chef. I do not believe that Jordan can make a better frying pan chili than me, and that is not an indictment against his talent as a person, because he can do several things that I can't, including write an incredible graphic novel called Youth Group. That's actually based on where I grew up and all the mega churches that I grew up around, and frankly have a fair amount of trauma behind. So Jordan, I cannot wait to dive in and read this book. I think Jordan is phenomenally talented. Don't know about the chili department, but I think he's borderline a polymathic performer and writer and comedian. But chili is my game, G-D-it. And you're playing in my wheelhouse right now. We're gonna start by getting a bunch of 70-30 beef in a rip-roaring hot pan. I think chili, especially something like frying pan chili where you don't have a lot of time to let flavors develop, is like a deceptively really chefy dish. I'm calling this my divorced dad trying his best frying pan chili. Now, somebody who grew up with a divorced dad trying his best, he made really bad chili. But man, he would just throw it in there, and you throw the Rotel tomatoes in, you throw the can of beans in with all the liquid, and that's something that keeps you fed and satisfied as a large beefy team for a long period of time. So this is a special dish to me. I've said before that I believe chili is an American curry, right? When you do it right, you're like toasting the spices in the fat, you're rendering the aromatics down, you're deglazing with some sort of liquid. It's deceptively technically skilled. And I think, listen, if Jordan comes in hot, if he seasons everything perfectly, he's got a shot right here. It's like Buster Douglas versus Mike Tyson, but I don't want to compare myself to Mike Tyson. He's done some bad.
Hi, I'm Jordan, and I am really out of my comfort zone. Oh boy, I wish I had on a weird beard and was saying gross stuff to someone. That's my lane, but here we are. I'm gonna cook and talk, and that feels weird. Okay. So I have my little recipe that I brought with me, and I also, just because I'm nervous about the talking thing, I printed out some icebreaker questions from a corporate team building website. So, Nicole, can I just give these to you? And if it, yeah, here. There you go, V. So yeah, if it seems like I'm floundering and I don't know what to talk about, just feel free to throw me one of those corporate team building questions. And thank you for asking. I grew up in Orange County, California. It was the 80s and 90s, and we wore flip-flops everywhere. Ska was back for a little bit. Fun times. Okay, I'm gonna make chili. First, I'm going to oil this hot, hot pan. Josh called this a divorced dad meal. I think this is very observant. I think this is also a good sad bachelor meal. I think it's something you can like just have between your legs, and you can take bites of it between games of Elden Ring and rewatching The Sopranos. Just a nice meal for pretty sad bachelors out there. Okay, I'm gonna ground beef. Got ground beef here. We're gonna brown it in the pan. Salt and pepper, of course, everybody's favorite two seasonings. A classic combination, salt and pepper. Call me basic, but I love them.
Oh, guys, I have a confession to make. When I was growing up, I had no idea what the hell chili was. Like, I grew up in a Hispanic household. The only chilies you ever saw was actual chili peppers. And I used to think it was just people eating that by itself. Like, oh yeah, chili. Like, yeah, I don't want that. And then I go to a house when I'm 15, my friend's house. It doesn't matter what race they are. But anyway, I'm making a game day chili today. It's not gonna be their version because it was kind of weak, so I'm gonna just elevate it a little bit. And I have this beautiful Neapolitan style of meats: venison, bison, and elk. I've never had elk, so this is actually gonna be really fun to use, and it's gonna be really cool to experiment with.
This is looking pretty rendered. Now is the time when all that beef fat is rendered, you wanna get your spices in there. So we got some chipotle chili powder that's nice and smoky, that'll give you some depth of flavor. We got New Mexico chili powder. This is gonna be like the real base of the chili. Got a little bit of beef bouillon. I just wanna like kind of spike up that beefy flavor. Fresh toasted cumin. So we got some cayenne pepper in there. We're gonna get the onions in there. We gotta sweat those down. Poblanos. A lot of people might use something like bell peppers. I don't like that. I think bell peppers have like a little too much fruit-forward nature in them. What? Why are you laughing? What? Yeah, I am the not current defending champion. I wonder how many times the Westwood Floral Shop held a chili cook-off after I won it in 2013, but I did win that chili cook-off, and I'm very proud of that. It was only like 6 people, and again, they were all florists. Had it been a flower arranging competition, I don't think I would have fared as well, but I'm still proud of that record.
I won a soccer game against an electrician.
Did you?
No, God.
Oh, maybe you shouldn't speak then. Oh.
Describe myself in 3 words. Nervous, out of my depth, and imposter. Ooh, it's imposter chef, and I've got imposter syndrome. What am I doing here? Yes, I am world famous for it. Yeah, it's easy, it's quick. I'm sure I'll find a way to mess it up here. But yeah, I think I really like to cook, but I don't challenge myself. I like to give myself something easy, like, you know, to bring up video games again. Like if cooking was video games, I would just play Mario Kart. I make a lot of sheet pan meals. I do a lot of like slow cooker stuff that's kind of easy. So yeah, that's my favorite stuff to make. And then, you know, I leave the sous videing to the sous viers out there. So yeah, this is cooking pretty fast. It maybe is too hot. I'm gonna turn the heat down. Is that okay? Can I turn the heat down? Alrighty. Well, funny you should mention that, Josh. I thought this was a secret between me and the producers, but this is a HelloFresh meal. This is a meal that I got when I was getting the HelloFresh delivery service 5 years ago, and I just saved it because I thought it turned out really good, fun and easy. So, yes, HelloFresh, promo code Jordan. Is that appearing? I don't know.
I have some tallow right here that I'm gonna start with my cast iron. It's not scorching hot, Jordan. You gotta wait for it to get a reasonable temperature. I'm not gonna tell our judge later, I promise, because then they're gonna know you made that one. My proudest achievement, not being pregnant by 30. Not pregnant, woo! I did. I got through high school and I was like, wow, didn't get pregnant. Good job, B. Made it through college. Still not pregnant. And then hit 30, I said, oh, this is getting concerning now.
Okay, tomato paste. Tomato paste. I'm not using any crushed tomatoes in the chili. I'm only using tomato paste. Traditionally, chili, like a bowl of Texas Red, doesn't even have tomatoes in it. Just spices, onions, all that beef. But I want like a fair amount of tomato paste just to give it body, and I'm gonna kind of cook that in there as the aromatics are rendering. The spices are getting nice and toasty in the beef fat. We're caramelizing those tomatoes down in there. God, I'm so jacked up. Do we have any ballpark wieners? Ballpark wieners, but Van de Kamp buns, because the Van de Kamp buns were cheaper than the ballpark buns, but the ballpark wieners always on sale. All the divorced dad memories are flooding back to me. I'm gonna make such a great divorced dad one day. What? Oh, 50% of marriages ending in divorce. We're not immune. We're not immune. How many married people we got in here? More than 2? One of you ain't gonna last.
All right, okay, that beef looks pretty brown, we're gonna put the beef into a bowl. This is a heavy pan, oh my gosh. You know what, Josh, I don't. I mean, I know you left your beef in and seasoned everything together. That's probably the way to do it. This is probably an unnecessary step, right? Would you say, as a pro?
I would say, but if the HelloFresh demands it, the HelloFresh demands.
Exactly, yes. Don't argue with the fine folks at HelloFresh. They're mailing meals all across this great nation. Hey, okay, it's veggie time. We got a scallion here. We're gonna separate the whites from the greens. Don't worry, whites and greens, you'll be together again soon in my poop.
All right, so as that's getting nice and brown, I have some bell peppers, and yes, they are fruity. There's nothing wrong with fruity. So good. I'm gonna add these, some Anaheim chilies. I actually really like these. My mom, she'll take a whole bunch of Anaheim chilies and put stuff them with cheese, and then just throw them on the grill and let them do its thing at all of our family barbecues. And that's the one thing I look forward to all the time. I will eat cheese that day. The tomato paste.
You're not moving the meat from the pan.
Nobody does that, bro. Who would be the 3 guests at your dinner table?
Oh, great question. Thank you for asking that. The 3 guests at my dinner table, to please everyone, it would be Beyonce, Jesus Christ, and I don't know, wild card, Matthew McConaughey. That guy's fun, huh? All right, so we got the whites here, and we're gonna do the greens. This is nerve-wracking. How do y'all do it? How do you talk and cook? It's
nightmare every single day.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Honestly, I would rather someone film me pooping. It would be more comfortable.
Yeah, you want to get some of that crustiness on the pan. You can see there's not a lot of grease because that's all just soaked into the onions and the poblanos. Here's the key, any divorced dad, even if you don't drink, you gotta have some warm expired Miller Lite sitting in your house. That's how people signal to you. It's like when you see the upside down pineapple outside someone's house, if you see a warm Miller Lite, you know there's a divorced dad ready to party. Oh, they're from the formerly sovereign nation of Hawaii. The pineapples are from.
Gonna add some onions. Just a little bit of everything. Some tomatoes. I've been watching the Olympics the last couple of days, and it's just been so exciting. It makes me wish I had a British accent. Can I do it? No. No, I can't. We're gonna add some garlic now. I like all of it, so we're gonna add that. We have some paprika, some chili powder, garlic powder, onion powder, chipotle, some Worcestershire house. We have some brown sugar. Plop that in. I had to channel my inner mole. Put some chocolate in here. Broth. I'm only gonna put half of it in there. I don't want it to be too wet. This is looking so nice. And then I'm gonna add my beans, my frijoles. Okay, cool. So my chili's looking nice. I'm gonna go ahead and let that go for a little bit, and then I'm gonna plate it and garnish it, and we will be ready to go.
Poblano, I'm also using a poblano. Josh, I agree with you. It's the best pepper. Bell peppers are too fruity. But I think something fun about this recipe, something I've liked doing as I've used it over the years, is you can riff a little bit. You can try different peppers. You can try different beans. You can try different proteins. So yeah, that's a fun, versatile recipe in that way. All right, got that. And you're gonna put some garlic in. That's fun. Thank you for mincing it for me. I would have a heart attack if I had to mince garlic on camera. So thank you to the prep team for doing that. And hey, we got a Mexican spice blend. I'm a cat guy. I have a cat. Her name's Bug. She's 17. She's an older gal, and I love her every day. Add a little water. So this is a very HelloFresh move. Whoa! Let's evacuate the building.
Again, I'm eyeballing everything. I don't want it to be too bean forward. Give this a stir, let it run unattended, 10 minutes. Go make sure the child support payments have gone through. We're gonna let this boil for 7-8 minutes, still come in under that 20-minute time cap. Then we're gonna pop it in a bowl, garnish it up. That's your divorced dad trying his best chili.
We're gonna add our beans. I think these are chili beans, right? Are we good? Okay, chili beans. Again, something fun. You can riff with the recipe, so, and then crushed tomatoes. All right, and that's all the stuff. All the stuff is in there. The smoke has died down, that's nice. And I think we're gonna let it simmer, let all those flavors just get in there. Let the flavors, yes, Nicole, you have a question.
Do you want to put your beef in there?
You know what? I'm gonna go wild and add beef to this chili. This beef, if this wasn't sitting in a bowl, it would already be in the pan. So yes, why did we separate it? Well, we're letting it simmer. Seems like a great time to mention the graphic novel youth group that Josh talked about at the top of the show. Yes, it's written by me and illustrated by a great illustrator, Bowen McCurdy. It is a YA horror comedy about teenage exorcists, Buffy the Vampire Slayer vibes, Shaun of the Dead vibes, available wherever you get your books, Amazon, Barnes & Noble, better yet, your local indie bookstore. Youth group, it's a comic book. Okay.
Welcome, Gwynedd from Spork.com.
Hi.
Before you have 3 chili dishes. Please enjoy.
Okay. I think I'm going to start with this one. I like the accoutrement because it's got these here Fritos scoops, which is really like an elite chili chip. I think we can all agree on that. This one also looks like it went in like a little bit of a Mexican direction because we have a lime garnish. I'm a little scared of the jalapeno, but I'm just gonna go with it. This also has cheese on it, and I see one of these doesn't have cheese on it, and I find that disappointing. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. We all like cheese on our chili, right? Very meaty. Looks like we have some kidney beans. It's really like the beef. I'm guessing this is beef. It tastes very good. It's such a good bite of food. I love it. I love the big pieces of meat in this. One moment, please. I'm going to scoop. I feel like this is the way to go. I love the cilantro too. It really tastes delicious. I'm gonna start. I actually would add cilantro to my chili at home. My husband has the soap thing where he thinks it tastes like soap. I don't know if that makes you cool or not cool. Next one, no cheese, but it has Fritos. This is a very dark, like very deep looking color, which is nice. That's outrageous. I don't know if I've ever really tasted chili like this before. And I think I like it. It has a lot of like peppery heat to it. This also looks like it has like, I don't know, poblanos in it maybe. Not your average bell pepper in this chili. I love it. It's so interesting and so weird. I think Josh made that one, but we'll see. Now we have a lot, someone went absolutely bonkers with like the green onion in this one, and I like that too. And cheese. Okay. It's good. Very savory. It's very beany tasting in a way that I think is good. I don't know why I had to think about that so hard. It tastes good. Chili is such a good meal. This is a fun episode. I hope we're all having fun, because I am. I want to take one more bite of this one. I think this one reminds me the most of chili that I would make at home. And I'm kind of an imposter chef myself. Just saying. Okay, I think I know things.
Okay, Gwynedd, we would like to know which one was your favorite and which do you think was made by the imposter chef?
So this one that does not have cheese on it is actually my favorite. It's so interesting. It's really like nothing I've ever had before, and I like it. And I'm gonna have another bite of it. And then I think this one was made by Impostor Chef. What do we think?
Gwynedd, you are incorrect. That dish was made by none other than V. The dish on your left was the Imposter Chef, made by Jordan Morris.
Hey! I made it!
My buddy.
What?
It's strange looming over someone while they eat.
I know.
I normally just do that at the Chipotle. V, you got got.
I know, isn't that crazy?
What's
I'm
an
so
imposter about
sorry.
that?
I think it's just like the mixture of ingredients or something like that. And I don't think like this has such an interesting flavor. What did you put in it? I'm so curious.
Chipotle chili powder, cumin, a little bit of beef bouillon. Oh yeah, half a can of Miller Lite. This is my divorced dad trying his best chili.
Yeah.
I love it. Wow. He's
is
invited to the next chili cookout at my house.
Jordan, great freaking work.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. Really fun to make.
You fooled him.
Wait, what's your like secret ingredient?
The fine people at HelloFresh, hellofresh.com/ Jordan.
This is not
HelloFresh.
sponsored.
It's just a HelloFresh
Yeah.
recipe.
It is,
That
yeah.
is so funny. It's good. I like it.
And you know, I've always said this with chili, you gotta separate the meat. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Is that what
everybody. That's my
happened?
secret.
Is that why I lost?
You separate the meat. And you know, just a good old, like, when you're seasoning those veggies, just a good old, like, Lowry's taco seasoning packet.
Yes.
That would
love
be
that.
beef. Yeah.
Tell her what the beefy taste in your chili was.
Oh yeah, so this is 3 kinds of meat. It's elk, venison, and bison.
Wow.
It's so good. We were eating a lot of chili between setups,
Yeah.
and you're right. It's the most fun I've ever had, just standing around eating various chilies.
You're welcome.
This is the most fun we've ever had. I'm so glad we could do it together.
Let's do this every year around this time. We'll all
This is a
meet back
win for
here.
Jordan. This is really
Oh
a
my
win
gosh,
for
this is
chili
very
in
good.
general.
Thank you so much.
And definitely HelloFresh getting tens of thousands of dollars worth of branding out of this episode. Anyways, Gwynedd, thank you so much. Jordan, congratulations.
Oh
You
my
really
gosh,
did
thank you
fool.
so much. This is so much fun. I
Nice
can't.
I
work.
gotta
Girl,
try.
V, you gotta go back to the
It was
lab.
so
No,
Get some
what?
shots up in the gym.
I gotta go get divorced first.
And thank you all so much for stopping by Mythical Kitchen.
Great
We got
help.
new episodes out every week. You know what the deal is. Tell us what dish you want to see us make next or who you want to see on Impostor Chef. We'll see y'all next time. Life's too short to cook on medium or whatever Ratatouille said. Shop the new Hot Stuff apron now at mythical.com.